And she said, "We won't be coming in tonight. We had to flee from gunshots last night. So going to keep it chill at home, seeing as there is a warning. People are being murdered in the street, Justin Trudeau, and you've locked Canadians in this goddamn polyamorous paradise, okay?"
Buck Johnson.
Restart.
Big up yourself.
Greetings and salutations,
Welcome to another one
friends.
of Shiny
How you
D.
doing? It's your boy, Shiny
Right,
D. How are you guys? Huh?
Open your mind
I'm
to
great,
the sunshine.
except I'm in the middle of a goddamn cartel war in Tulum. So, like a lot of Canadians, I've kind of been marooned here by the government dystopian draconian quarantine hotel, and everyone's like, "Yeah, but you're just on Molly dry humping people in fruit orgies. Quit your fucking whining, Jesus." Okay, yeah, allegedly, that might be true, but it doesn't change the fact that as Canadians, it's very, very hard to go home. For me, I have a fucking criminal record. Whose fault is that? The government's. They made the laws. I can't be accountable for any of my actions. We know this at this point. If I could be accountable for any of my actions, would I be 32 years old and calling myself Shine? Am I 32? It was my ex-girlfriend's job, keeping track of my age. So, we're just, like many Canadians, we're just stuck down here, and there's fucking, like, rival cartel, like, shootings, like, look at this message. We're gonna get right into it, okay? You wanna hear about cartel wars? Hey, Trudeau. This blood's on your hands, brother, okay? So you better use your new sock collection, because we know how much you love your little fucking socks. You better use your sock collection to dry up the blood of innocent Canadians who might get shot in the crossfire because we're marooned in goddamn paradise, okay? Here's a what's up message I received the other day. Warning, as you know, last night there was another big shooting. Tonight there will likely be some more cartel activity. It's been warned by public officials who found a narco manta in the beach zone this morning. A manta is basically a narco message made into warn, create fear to the authorities, populations, or other cartels. This one was geared towards authority. Events were canceled today as precautions. Apparently it will be over after tonight. Wasn't, but for now, it's safest if you stay inside tonight and don't go out. A public service announcement from the local government. People, this message passed to you because they told me today. You know it's authentic because the English is broken. People, this message passed to you because they told me today at the office, and since there are shootings every day, I think it may be true. Apparently, there is going to be a confrontation between two cartels in the hotel zone and in the center. And if you can avoid going out, don't go out. And so, like, man, it's tragic. People are getting shot. People are dying. And in my mind, as sad as it is, oh, I just want to get my camera and shoot some content, baby. If it bleeds, it leads. I'm just kidding. Sending love to everyone down here. But this shit's crazy, man. There's been fucking cops everywhere. And you know me, you know how I can't be accountable for my own actions, so I'm still driving a fucking motorcycle that's unregistered, unlicensed, and uninsured. So every time I see La Policia, my heart's going and there's roadblocks, check stops everywhere, man. This isn't like your normal cops. This isn't like if you're from Britain and they got their little paddy wampers in the cute little hats you can take a photo with. Don't blink for the Queen. It's not like that, man. These motherfuckers have M16s. Most of them are cartel. Yo, you know the reason that Tulum is so open and free right now? Because most of the police are fucking cartel. There's literally no difference. But that being said, I admire the authenticity because back home, the corruption is like, you know, at least let me know when I'm getting fucked. At least down here, I'm like, well, of course the police are cartel, and back home's just like, no. The government ran by powerful multi-billion-dollar lobbyists. They have your best interests in heart. You know what? If I'm gonna get fucked, I'd like to see it coming, okay? Because it's the buggery you don't see coming that always gets you. But the winds of change are blowing. I got 30 days left in my pimp pad, and then I think all the boys are going their own way. Truly do. And it looks like flights may open. in May. They may. So, I don't know, I'm looking at flights home. I still have to deal with like the government quarantine hotel, which would be great content because the rebellious man with the chest tattoo, he told me that Free Man on the Land, Chapter 6, Section 1.4 of the Quarantine Act. Know your legalese, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna be like one of those fucking maniacs now. I either have to go to their dystopian, draconian fucking like hotel lockdown, or I'm gonna be one of those maniacs in the fucking airport yelling about my freedom, spitting on people, mask off, dick out. Obviously, that would be on brand. I'm gonna be screaming, this is my charter rights, this is my freedom. And then, even if that works, and that's a big if, and this is counting on that the flights are actually gonna go in the first place, who knows if that's gonna fucking happen. So if I am somehow able to catch a flight back, then I get to deal with this fun thing. You know what? Just like the shootings though. It's gonna be good content. I'm gonna have my vlogging thing up here. I'm gonna be like, yo guys, Shiny D here. We're in the airport right now, and the police are saying what I'm doing illegal, but I saw a YouTube video, so I don't think it is. What do you guys think? Yo, we're on Instagram Live. What's up? Like and subscribe. Oh, you just see me in the fucking cuffs. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Please hit save. Please hit save on the video, officer. Officer, while you crack my skull with your fucking baton, could you please hit send on my last Instagram story? Because I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it, man. So, even if that works, then I have to deal with a nice, like, fighting a $3,000 ticket, which sounds great. At least on the plus side, because I like to look at the gratitude in all things. On the plus side, because of the insanity of the world, I think I get to fight the ticket and appear in court on Zoom. So that's fun. I could be like on a river tube, having a nice Corona Budweiser. Sorry, trigger alert. Having a nice Budweiser floating on an inner tube. Your Honor, this is a violation of my charter rights. Please, I don't have $3,000. What are they going to take? If I don't have the $3,000, what are they going to take? Are you going to take half of my hula hoops? Oh, are you gonna cut my one red nose in half? You gonna take my clown nose? You gonna take my face paints? You gonna take my butt plugs? Huh? You gonna take out my butt plugs, Justin Trudeau? Because we know you would like that. Oh, you would buy a matching pair of socks and Sophie would ram it home. So I have that fun thing to deal with. And then even if I get home, like, what am I going to do? I'm going to work on set and wear a mask for 15 hours a day as a PA wanting to shoot myself in the head? I don't know. You know what? Whatever. Nothing against the working man, just the masks. It's like, it's not for me, man. And then I have to go back to my haunted room. Oh, boy, that room, man. So I still miss the shit out of my ex-girlfriend. I don't think she misses me at all because I don't want to, like, talk any shit. But let's talk some shit. Why not? No one's fucking listening anyway. Okay. So, like, she broke up with me, and she is not somebody who likes to be alone at all. This has been, like, a well-established fact. 7 days after I left, she broke up with me very easily, and I pushed her to the fucking brink, so this is all just, like, speculation. But then, a week after that, for Christmas, she posts a video of having, like, a brand new pink Gucci purse. And I don't think her friends or family bought her, like, a $500-$600, whatever the fuck that cost, Gucci purse. And so I go, Gucci purse, hey, looks like you found something. She's like, ew, you're being immature, why would you even ask that? And, like, deflects the question and gets all, like, defensive and shit, right? And then she's gonna hate this if she ever sees it. Whatever, you're ignoring me. Who cares? I'm lashing out too. I'm allowed to be immature, okay? It's in my nature. So then, like, a couple months, so we, ignore the conversation. We're talking, we're still on good terms, which might be terrible. It's almost worse to be on good terms with someone when you break up, because that door's always open, and even if the relationship wasn't right and it was toxic and just like, still porn videos of her. Jerked off to one the other day. I ain't proud of it, okay? But in terms of things I've done this week that I'm not proud of, that ranks pretty goddamn low. And that I'm proud of. So like, all of a sudden she orders something on my Amazon account because I let her continue to use my Amazon account. She orders something on my Amazon account, and it's under a guy's name. Interesting. I ask her about it. I go, and you're like, well, maybe she doesn't know that you would see it. Okay, well, she saw me going through all my Amazon receipts, invoices and everything on my taxes, okay? So she knew I was gonna look at it. She knew, okay? She knew I was gonna look at it. So I see a name, and it's to someone else. It's to a guy, right? And I ask her, I'm like, hey, what's the deal with this name? You find somebody already? You bought them something on my Amazon? It's kind of weird. She's like, oh no, it was like a surprise present for someone, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool, it sounds good. That's way less hurtful than the other reality. I'll choose to believe that. And then a week later, I'm like, hey, wait a second. I didn't make it all the way through 3rd grade for nothing. And so I asked her again. She's like, "Yeah, sorry, it was a massage gun, a present for my new boyfriend." So, and I just like, I was like, "How could you?" Instead of handling it mature and not freaking out like everyone knew, I freaked out. And then she cut all the bridges off from me. Rightfully so. I think it was a toxic. I love her so much, though. If you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I know you hate airing the dirty laundry, but you won't answer me anyway, so ha 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 ha. This is the official never date somebody who vlogs podcast. And so, a month went by, I gave her space, gave her time, gave her distance, and then I sent her like a really nice email that still hasn't been responded to, but that's fine. She was an amazing girlfriend, okay? She was an amazing girlfriend. She needed something else. She took care of me. She made sure I didn't choke up my own tongue while I took absorbent amounts of ketamine, okay? And not only did she tolerate it, but she thought it was adorable, because while I was in the depths of an intramuscular ketamine hole, the angels told me that she was the one and I might want to marry her. And she found that really romantic, okay? And I did too. She thought I was gonna hug her one time while I was about to K-hole. I puked on her. She thought I was like a little baby and she just held me. Usually at that point, the girls would just pack up and just like, if he dies, he dies. But she fucking held space, man. She held space for years. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful for the whole relationship. And I want to be on record. Fantastic person, fantastic girlfriend. I wish her happiness in this new endeavor. But the reason I went on that long tangent is because I'm still subletting a house in Vancouver. I'm subletting a room in a house. And that's what I get to come back to. I get to come back to the ghosts of these ex relationships, the ghosts of these Xanax addictions, and the ghosts of Christmas past. But I'm gonna stop recording this right now because I can hear it. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, I live in a house with 4 other people, but if they hear me talking, it's all about me, because I'm a narcissistic, empty, devoid of self-esteem performer. So, if you hear me talking, shut your little gringo pie hole so I can rant about my situation, because it's all about me, baby. So I don't know what the fuck to do, man. My lease is up here April 30th. Allegedly, there's supposed to be flights going back, like, starting of May. There's like direct flights going back. So I still have all this shit I haven't dealt with. Like I have a truck that's just sitting in the driveway that I'm paying insurance for. I'm still sporadically paying sublet money just because my roommate, and I think he watches this, so God bless you, Franz, for holding this down. Shout outs to my boy Franz. Thank you for holding my shit down, dealing with my sporadic behavior. But I'm already stressed out on money, and on March 30th, one day after my mom's birthday, and I forgot to call her, I sent her a WhatsApp message, whatever, I'm a terrible person moving forward. We're working on it. One day before April 1st, he goes, hey man, wasn't able to find somebody else to take over the people that were staying in your room before, so how about you send me the money for rent and I'll prorate it, whatever we get back. And I'm like, ha ha ha, you're too early for April Fools, dude. Okay, take half my hula hoops. Just like the goddamn government with their mandatory quarantine hotels, take my goddamn hula hoops, because that's all you're getting from my broke albino ass, okay? That's all you're getting. I gave him a little bit of money for truck storage, okay? But that's the situation I have to go back to, man. I can just imagine, like, sitting in that room. I developed allergies in that room. To, I don't know, life? Could have been all the pharmaceuticals I was taking as well, but I just got, like, itchy. I was in lockdown Oh my god, I'm having like PTSD just like flashing back after like a mighty Xanax bender. I was just sitting in my room and I just started to develop allergies. Itching, allergies everywhere. Oh my fucking... Oh, so I'm just thinking about, like, I lived in that room with this girl that I was in love with for, like, 2 years. Like, we were, like, goddamn inseparable. Like, even that bed, like, I bought that bed. Like, she decorated the whole room. You know, I bought the bed so she would have a bed because I'm a piece of shit and I just had a fucking memory foam topper. Not even a mattress. You know, like, the foam toppers that go on top of the mattress? Yeah, that's what this lucky lady had to curl up to at home. I had a king-size one of those, flipped over in half, had it for like 3 years, moldy and shit. Maybe that was what I was allergic to. I don't know. This shit's like therapy. So that was folded in half, and this like beautiful, incredible Filipino woman, she had that to curl up to. Okay? This sweaty, fucking drug-addled mess just sleeping on this little memory foam, just farting up a storm, okay? Watching conspiracy theories, watching Hoarders. She had to watch Hoarders. You imagine dealing with me after a 3-day Xanax addiction, sleeping on a moldy memory foam topper on the ground while I'm farting up a storm and watching Hoarders? We're doing a lot better these days. We're doing a lot better. It's fun to reminisce though, kind of. So I don't know, I was gonna stay here for a lot longer, but dude, it is not getting cheaper. Usually it's like the slow season, like coming out of May. But it's not the slow season this year. Everyone's still finding refuge from the fucking broken apocalyptic dystopia that they now dwell in. So they're trying to come down to Tulum. So everybody rented these houses for a year so they could upsell the rent. So now it's supposed to be the slow season. Everything's super expensive. And god damn it, after staying in this really nice house, all of a sudden I have a taste for the finer things. My whole life I was fine with the memory foam topper on the ground. I was fine with it. It was all I knew. The mold, the ground, I was born in the mold. I was raised in it. It shaped me, fueled me. I was used to it. And now I have a taste for the finer things, okay? I have a taste for the finer things, so now I don't want to like just rent like some fucking $200 apartment in the barrios, because you boys moving up in the world. So I'm looking at these places and it's like $1,000, $1,400 US. I want to get a penthouse that's like $1,400 US. And I'm like, hey, I'm broke, I don't have money, and I also want to get a penthouse. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, okay? I would get the penthouse if it had nice internet. If I have nice internet, then I can jack off for nice strangers on Chatterbait, and I can make enough money to afford the nice place. And if I have a nice place, it's going to be better for content. And content is king. So if it's better for content, then duh, I'm going to make more money. It's simple economics, simple supply and demand. But do I want to live in this cartel-fueled war zone during spring break while hurricane season hits and I'm masturbating the top of a penthouse just trying to keep the house of cards together? Is that what I want? Is it my semen or my tears that are going to keep the house of cards together? Stay tuned. Yeah, I'm so impulsive, like, for real, man. And I haven't done yoga in like 3 days, dude. I'm freaking out. I haven't done yoga in like 3, and I was thinking like, what should I do after this? Should I go somewhere else in Mexico? Maybe I can go to the Pacific and surf, cause bro, I'm jonesing for a little surf. The cenotes and the free diving has been epic. I actually have a free diving cenote video that I made with my friend Eli that I'm gonna post. I don't know if I'll post it before or after this, but it's sick. We got GoPro footage, like and subscribe. I don't know. This is what you people want though, right? Because I made a nice vlog where I was smiling and having fun. 30 people watched it. But I make one talking about how I'm potentially dying and I'm pissing bubbles. Oh, great response. You don't like it when I'm happy, do you? Well, this is what you get then. Thank you. Please like it more when I'm happy. I would like to be more happy. Can't the happiness be entertaining? Can't I post something inspirational, a nice gratitude, and people go, wow, that's really neat? No, you want the bubble piss. Okay, well, just so you know, still pissing bubbles, but my dick's better. Thanks for asking. So my impulsive ass, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, yo, I should just like upgrade my motorcycle and drive like a motorcycle all through Mexico during the hurricane season. Think about the sick content. You know, maybe 100 people will watch it instead of 30. That'd be cool. Please don't tell my mom about these podcasts. I beg you. She doesn't want to know. It was just her birthday, and I didn't respond to her, so you don't need to give her a belated birthday gift on her son's behalf of, like, the trials and tribulations, not to mention the drug exploits. My lord. We are doing better, though. Thank you for asking. I'd like to thank Jesus. So I was thinking about, like, riding, like, a motorcycle around Max, like, upgrading a motorcycle. I've barely, like, ever rode a motorcycle. My leg's burnt right now, but fuck it. The end is near. So now I think I'm going to go back to Canada because I have a lot of shit that's, like, unresolved. But the problem with going back to Canada is, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to perform. So if I'm not going to be able to perform, then I'm going to have to get out these hairy palms. And the... it puts the lotion on its hairy palms. It puts it on. I don't know if I'm still eligible for, like, the government subsidies. If you're not from Canada, most of you are. The government is giving us hush money. Yeah, it's really great. You get this $2,000 check every month, and all you have to do is give up on your dreams and let your business die and let your home be recollected. But it's nice because we're getting $2,000. That's cool. Who cares about your business, your dreams, your hopes, your happiness, and your mental health, as long as you get that nice check. Not enough money to thrive, but just enough to afford the medication and your internet bill so you can go on Twitter and scream at people to stay at home forever. So I don't even know if I'm eligible for that still. I might be, but I think, like, they made, like, a little, like, causal that if you, like, went to Tulum and went around, like, licking doorknobs and spitting in people's mouths, that you're not eligible for that. So I don't know, we'll figure that out. But if we're not eligible for that, then I have to grease up these hairy palms. And do I want to do that? Do I want to stay in Tulum during the rainy season and try to, like, find work while I still have, like, all this other shit? And I don't have all my stuff here. Like I said, I came down for a 2-week trip. I didn't bring shit. I barely have anything to perform. I don't have any costumes. It's hard to find stuff like that. Not only that, but I don't have much of a budget. I am running low on money. I do have a couple doubloons left on Chatterbait. Shout outs to all my fans. I feel bad for my OnlyFans supporters. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, guys. I just needed a little break. I think there's only 2 of you left. That's the great thing about reoccurring memberships. I might be able to milk those 2 daddies for a long time to come. Or mommies, haven't checked, don't know, who cares. 2021, all Earth Angels are moving closer towards androgyny. That's the thing about reoccurring subscriptions. It's water, shut up, don't be immature. That's the thing about reoccurring subscriptions. They keep reoccurring. I stay the same age. Yes, sir. Yes, they do. So what am I going to do when I go back to Canada? I'm going to do, like, these illegal... Oh, my God. I saw my friends doing stand-up. It was, like, comedy unmasked. Oh, and they're telling dick jokes for, like, some pigeons and a pissed-off Karen in a park. Is that the reality I get to come back to? Washed-up comedian hacks telling dick jokes in a park to 3 pigeons, a drug-addled homeless person, and a Karen who wants them dead? I don't know if that sounds very fun either, but I feel like I have, like... So maybe I come back for a few months, figure out the truck, figure out the sublet, probably grease up my hairy palms, probably grease them up, because desperate shines call for desperate treasures. Yes, they do. And then, you know, maybe if they don't lock me in a cage for my thought crimes, because you know I'm on a watch list. I wish I was on a watch. I wish I was important enough to be on a watch list. I aspire one day to hitting the level of importance that they go, we saw what you did on YouTube. We're going to shut her down. God, what a beautiful reality that would be, that the government knows who I am. Not manifesting. I don't want that to happen. So maybe I come back for a little bit, consolidate all my shit, and then go for a real trip. Go for the real trip. We'll vlog the whole thing. Dude, I'm gonna buy a drone. I'm gonna get all sorts of shit. Do you guys even like the vlogs? You don't like the vlogs. You want to hear about me pissing bubbles. We can do that. There's police everywhere. Is that what you want to hear? If it bleeds, it leads. There's fucking shootings everywhere. Dude, there was just like an El Salvadorian, like George Floyd. That's what they said. That's what they said. Please don't cancel me. Please don't cancel me. My gardener is of color, please. These are jokes. These are jokes. I love everyone. I don't see colors. Oh, that's also racist. I see colors, and I see the injustice, and I'm here to support the injustice. Please don't take away my 10 followers. Look at this. Listen to what's going. Trudeau, blood is on your hands. 4 police officers in the Mexican resort city of Tulum have been charged with femicide. I didn't even know that was a thing. We're dropping knowledge like bombs. With femicide after a Salvadorian woman died while being restrained. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador flatly described the incident as murder, quote unquote. Telling reporters on Monday, Mexico president said she was brutally treated and murdered. It is an event that fills us with pain and shame. Like my Chatterbait. Social media users posted videos of this incident on Saturday night in which a female officer knelt on Victor Salazar's back while she was being arrested. The footage shows 3 other officers. Jesus Christ, even the fucking Guardian's in broken English. The footage shows 3 other officers seen standing around her motionless and face-down body, chatting casually. It's not funny, I'm sorry. I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. Later, 3 officers lift her still handcuffed body into the back of a police pickup truck and drive away. The Attorney General of Quintana Roo State, that's where we are, get educated, you European idiots. The Attorney General of Quintana Roo State said on Monday that 4 municipal police officers, 3 men and 1 woman, have been charged with femicide after an autopsy concluded that Salazar's neck was broken. The police restraint technique was applied with a disproportionate and excessive force. Oh, you think it was thanks for clarifying that it was disproportionate and excessive when you broke a woman's neck. The scene, this is where it says, this is the Guardian, not me, okay? The scene drew comparisons with the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis after a white police officer pressed his knee against his neck. Salazar had been living in Mexico for some years on a humanitarian visa. She was brutally murdered by Tulum police officers. We just read that. So shit is literally going down. And at first, like, with the cartel shootings and stuff, I was like, oh, well, how real, how dangerous are they going to be? So then somebody messaged me to come to my open mic, because your boy runs the hottest open mic in here. It doesn't pay me anything, but, you do it for love. You just do it for love and passion. Because when your rent's due at the end of the month and the government comes kicking down your door to try to evict you, you kill them with kindness. That's what works. It always works. Being paid with passion and exposure. Exposure worked well for me while I was a male stripper, okay? So this is the message that I received from my friend, when she was gonna come to the comedy night. Oh boy, I probably should have pulled this up before. Here we go. She said, I'm wondering with the cartel warning if we should stay home tonight. Could you host comedy another night this week? And I said, because that's what I say. I go, And she said, we won't be coming in tonight. We had to flee from gunshots last night. So going to keep it chill at home, seeing as there is a warning. People are being murdered in the street, Justin Trudeau, and you've locked Canadians in this goddamn polyamorous paradise, okay? Blood's on your hands, brother. So, I don't know, what do you guys think I should do? Should I get a motorcycle and just fucking prostitute myself across Mexico? Leave the last part out. Should I get a... We're not there yet. It's water. This man suffers from a bad heart. Should I take a motorcycle and go across Mexico and vlog for your enjoyment as the world burns? Should I try to make it in Tulum? There was opportunities, there was possibilities. I thought I was going to get 3 shows a week. I was so full of hope. Being in Tulum is it's like growing up. You come in, you're naive, you're full of hope, full of wonder, full of possibility and joy, and just everything seems to be presenting itself on a beautiful golden platter, and you're like, what is this beautiful life? And then slowly the veil gets revealed, and you find out that most of these motherfuckers down here are the same as they're the same as the wizard from the Wizard of Oz. They come out, they got these they got their white capes and shit. They're all dressed up to the gills. They seem like these beautiful, cool, like spiritual people, and they seem like they have their shit together. And then all of a sudden you realize that they're just this weird motherfucker like pedaling this bike behind this like goddamn curtain, and it's like the Wizard of Oz. And just like being a kid, you grow up so fast in Tulum, you realize a lot of it's a veil, a lot of it's an illusion, and then you try to figure it out and you dust off the pieces. So, I don't know. I think I'm just lonely and grumpy. Send hugs. Send love. I'm still pissing bubbles, which I hope you find funny, because apparently my doctor finds it funny. Because I told him the other day, let's pull this up too. I told my doctor the other day, I said, hey man, so everything looks better. My dick looks better, which is fantastic. Still pissing bubbles though. Let's see his direct response. Okay, hi. Ja 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 ja. So if you don't know, ja ja ja, roughly translated, means ha ha ha. So even my urologist thinks this is hilarious, so that's fun. I'm glad a professional doctor can take solace in my suffering like all you heartless people watching this podcast. I'm just kidding. Please continue to like and subscribe. I really enjoy doing this. It's like a nice weight off my chest, and I really appreciate all of you guys. And if you have any wisdom about my situation, should I try to fly home, take care of everything? I know my roommate Franz would probably be stoked on that. I would feel better. I could go out for a trip later, but then what do I do when I'm in Canada? What do I do? Am I going to miss the beach? Am I going to miss the poly butterflies? Am I going to miss the illegal jungle parties? Allegedly. Am I going to miss living in a cartel war zone? Yeah, boys, and Narcos. So, maybe I come back home. Maybe I take a motorcycle. Should I join another cult? I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking the next one. The last two didn't work out very well. I think the next cult's really gonna be the spice. So you think I should just like go to Costa Rica, go off the grid, go into a permaculture cult? What should I do? Phone in, like, subscribe. If I do go back to Canada, you're gonna look forward to like me screaming in the airport, I have rights, I'm a Canadian citizen. That's how we sound in Canada. I'm a Canadian citizen. I don't know. What do I do? Where do we go? Uncertainty. It's the only thing I've ever been certain of. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Love the shit out of you guys. I'm gonna keep vomiting out content because it's truly all I have left right now. Yeah, boy.
Open your mind and let the sun shine in.
Fuck out.